Hey guys, welcome back to It's Puja Mahapatra, and it's been a long time and I'm very glad to see you guys. And I'm in second year right now and things are quite difficult now. The level has up and first year was way more easier. Now I can just say you guys because I have crossed my first year. And so in this video, as you have seen in the thumbnail, that I have posted a community post where I have asked questions that whatever you have inside you, the questions about first year, whatever it is, you can ask me there, and many of you have written and I'm so glad to read all of those questions. Those were literally very relevant questions, and also it has made me think about those things. So thank you guys for making me think some critical questions. And so without further ado, let's get started. So the first question was by Neha. She said that, "Hi Dee, I have joined BDS this year and from April first week, the classes are going to start and I'm very excited. The college has said that first year books and instruments will be provided by themselves. So I am little afraid about the standard of the books given by them. My question is how to prepare from first day onwards for the professional exams. Okay, and can an average student from high school survive BDS? Good. And provide some tips and guidance video as you have just completed first year. Please say all do's and don'ts as you have fresh experience." So this was literally a very good question, and also it has got a reply. Sumit has said yes, same question, me too joined BDS. Nishi said yes, need this. So yeah, there are supports as well. So many of you have asked the same questions. How to prepare for exams from the first day of college. Alright, so when I was in my first year, I did not had that much in my mind, but yeah, it was there that I have to score good because the exams are the one that are gonna make the results out of the year. So of course it's important. So one thing I have learned from my seniors that you have to collect the question papers, like the past 10-15 years question papers, and you have to go through them and you have to do all those questions. Only then you get an out sketch. That doesn't mean that everything will come from 10 years because it didn't, at least not in case of anatomy. This year's anatomy question paper was not at all, it does not had anything with 10 years, okay, not even 15 years. It was totally something out of the box. So you have that question paper with you, you collect it from the college website, or you can get it from your seniors or from the Xerox center your college have. There are things like that. So find that out, collect the question paper, and then go through it. Go through the short notes, the long questions, the topics. Pick up that topics and then try to grasp that topics before going into the depth, like into the details, because there are a lot of things written in the books. Because you're in the first year, you have left your home, some people have come to the hostel, they have a different life. To adapt, it needs a lot of efforts. I understand that, and to adapt first year, it just takes 6 months, I guess. And then you think like, okay, so I'm a first year BDS student, okay, I understand that. I'm a first year medical student, okay, I understand that. So that understanding needs processing, right? So to make it more easier, you can just collect the question, go through it every day, like, okay, these are the topics. Okay, so there is something called nasal septum, there is something called dangerous area of scalp, dangerous area of face. This for anatomy. And for biochemistry, maybe there are things like, okay, so Krebs cycle, I have gone through that. Beta oxidation of fatty acid, let me just check it out. And for DADH, there are a lot of things. What is amylogenesis? Okay, so we have NML. Yeah, I have studied it in NCERT. So let me study NML. What are the hypomineralized structures in there? So questions are picked up from those parts. You also get the MCQs there. So a lot of things are inside that, but I will not tell you to totally be focused only on your studies only, because college life is not like that. So you better not do it. You should be focused, you should be very active, but not only in studies. I will say you communicate with everybody, make good friends, make good seniors, make interactions with the professors. These things are also important. Okay, so the next question is, can an average student from high school survive BDS? So this is a relevant question. I have got this questions a lot of time. And me being a very average student, I would say that of course you can. because I am a living example. I had survived my first year. I am not like a topper student, I'm just a very average student. And of course you can, with your hard work, with your intelligence, with your efforts, with your communication skill, you can definitely survive BDS. Next question about the tips and the tricks, I have already mentioned them before in my videos, you can check them out. And one thing I can only give about first year is, do enjoy your first year fully, because second year is way tougher than, like, first year was nothing in front of second year. So don't miss out the little fun moments and all those things in first year just by studying and like thinking, overthinking and all those stuffs. Okay, do enjoy your first year. That is my tip. Don't forget to enjoy your life. The next question is from Titli. Hello Dee, I hope your first year was great and the upcoming years are also going to be great. Thank you. I'm to choose BDS as this is neglected by many people, but I respect each and every course, and in this journey you become my inspiration and I get motivation by watching your videos and vlog. I wish that in this upcoming days, videos of your channel motivates a lot of people for choosing BDS wisely, not forcefully. Thank you for being a motivator in my life. First of all, thank you so much for making me your motivator, because I have never considered that. And the thing is, the way you have expressed that you respect each and every profession, this is a very important thing. When I come across questions like BDS is like people are unemployed and things like that, I don't fully neglect that. It's not totally incorrect, because there are stuffs like that. There are stuffs like that, but you need to go behind it, and then only you will find the exact answers why this is happening. We have a lot of problem. We can literally say anything about a profession, but when a person is in it, if you see it, when you go deep inside, only then you will understand why this is not happening, or maybe there are some problems. Our motto should be to find a solution, not to make it a stamp like this doesn't work. But there are people I have seen, and they are doing great in their life, and I see them as my inspiration. So people can say their own things according to their own perspective. I have nothing to say about that, but you should have a good perspective, a focused mind, and then work on it. That is the only thing. And if you say about career and then respect, then I must say the most respectable job should be a job of a farmer, because farmers, they're doing their job, they're feeding us, and then at the end of the day we don't give them that much respect as a society. But if you think it very deeply, you will understand that they should have the most highest place in the society. But it does not happen like that, because the society, it has make certain rules and regulations and the way it shows things. But our generation, we are trying to get out of that thing. We are doing our own thing, our own creative thing, and I totally agree with those things, because not every time things will be same. We have to change things, we have to change our mentality, and for that reason find a solution rather than just making that thing more worse. So moving on to the next question, and it says, Didi, please tell us how to cope with all the negativity and mostly depression throughout our BDS course and beyond. It will be very big help. So depression and negativity, it is a part of our life. So the first thing we need to understand, because even I go through it every single day, and I realize most of the time that the negativity which I'm having right now is not from other people, not from some situation. Sometimes it's from the situation or people, but most of the time it's because of me portraying myself as inferior, and it does not make a true sense, because why will I do that to myself? I know that maybe things have not gone the way I wanted, but isn't it my responsibility to make myself feel better, to feel that it's okay, it happens, shit happens, you will go through it. Isn't it my responsibility to be a good friend, to be the best friend I can ever have? Don't we always portray ourselves the bad person? and the worst person and make ourselves the victim of the situation. A situation can only make us victims if we allow to make it. You know, we make mistakes. Of course, we make mistakes. I make mistake. But that doesn't mean I will repeat that. When you repeat that, that's a big mistake. That cannot be just given the apology. But when you realize, when you reflect, and when you understand that what you should do next, and you should not repeat the same thing, it is totally different. It just shifts your life, it shifts your perspective, you live a better life. So for negativity and depression, I will say you be your best friend, best guide, understand yourself, give yourself more time than anybody else. So the next question is from Shahana. So she said, "Hi Dee, I wanted to ask which type of bone set do we need, and on an average how much they cost? Is it only needed till second year?" So this is a very good question. As I have mentioned it in my previous videos, that we need to have a bone set. It can be bilateral or unilateral. So bilateral means you have the whole bone sets, and the unilateral means you have only the one half of the bone set. And then you have the skull, the mandible, maxilla. And our specialty is basically the skull, maxilla, mandible. But also, why is bone set important? Now many of the people, they think that only skull, mandible, maxillas are important, other bone sets are not important. If you have a friend, you can just share those things, but the thing is you need to learn the extremities as well, because these are being asked in your practical exams in anatomy. I was handed over the humerus, the radial bone, so you can understand that you have to hold it in a perfect position, perfect anatomical position. So for that you need practice. You can be handed over the femur or the tibia or the fibula, and also the ribs also. All the things were there. People were asked, my friends were asked, my batchmates were asked, every single thing. Maxilla was there, bones, skulls, every single thing was there. So you have to study it, and if you don't know how to hold it properly, you will not get the marks, right? So you need to know what is what, and the size and how it is placed. It is important. Cost, I can say you, it depends, because the people from whom you are buying it. I bought my bone set from my senior. He's right now in final year. I bought the bilateral one. It was 15k, around 15k. And the skull, mandible, maxilla was sold at 7k. So total it was 21k. Is it only needed till second year? So this question, it is relevant, because first year we have the anatomy, and then in second year we don't need it. But what I have heard from the seniors, that in third year you will be studying all those things again. I don't know it fully, so I cannot tell you, but my seniors, when they were in third year, after that they have sold that. So I think it is required at least till your first year. Buy it and then you can just sell it. So there is no big deal. The next question is from Sangastic. Okay, so how was this first year? What expectations did you have when you got admission in your med college? I didn't have any expectations. Truly, I just wanted to have a blastic life that I used to have when I was in my school days, and I just wanted my first year to be very enjoyable and very funny, and I just wanted to have memories. I did not had any bigger expectations, but I just wanted to enjoy it, and I took part in every single thing. I took part as a CR, class representative. I took part in the student councils as I'm the in charge of the dance and music. From my year, I took part in freshers. I gave auditions. I Miss Freshers 2021. I did take part in flash mob. Whatever the heck was there in first year, I just grasped the opportunity. I enjoyed fully. I went out with my friends. I had long chats. I had dinner. I had every single fun thing. That was my expectations. And then I had in my mind, I will enjoy my first year no matter what. Of course I will study, but I need to enjoy it. The next question is from Tania, and she said, Didi, is tab essential for BDS student? No, it is not essential. At least not for me. I don't have any tab. I have my phone, and you don't get a lot of time to study from tab and different sources. It is good if you want to buy a tab. It totally depends on your financial conditions, but I don't have a tab. I have my mobile phone. most of the studies you do by WhatsApp. That's true. A BDS student when is online doesn't literally mean that they are chatting. Maybe they are doing their task, like all the drawings, everything we did was from WhatsApp. The projects and all the assignments we did from WhatsApp, so we didn't need the tab much. And I have my computer which is very old, and I just need it because I need to store things, nothing much. My phone is enough. So if you want to go for tab, you can go. If you don't want, nothing will affect that. So the next question was asked by Mekla, and she asked me what all a BDS student taught, like Reflex Arc, BP measuring, putting saline, etc. So in first year, I'm talking about the first year here because I'm in second year and I need to go through it. And Reflex Arc, of course you need to. I was handed the hammer and I had to take the knee jerk, so that was in my professional exam, so I had to do that. BP measuring also I did. Putting saline, no, we didn't do it in first year. And this is the thing, according to your question, we are taught a lot many things like pricking, then the WBC, RBC counts, hemoglobin, how to measure hemoglobin, and there are a lot more things in physiology, in biochemistry also. But yeah, we know how to prick, and we know how to measure BP, we know how to use the stethoscope, we know how to use the Reflex Arc. So the next question is by Darakshan. If I'm spelling it wrong, I'm really sorry. Okay, so here it goes. Hi Dee, can you please guide me कि BDS में कुछ instruments होता है जिनका use first year में ही होता है, then पढ़े रहते हैं, कोई use नहीं होता है. Please list them, Dee. I have no idea. Till now, whatever I have bought, I'm just using it. Okay, so for PCP, we need to buy the instruments basically, and I'm still using it. So I don't think that you will not need them till your final year, because and also till your internship, because you need to do things, do your practicals. Okay, so for that you need it. But if you open a clinic, do you need it? That I don't know. I'm sorry, because I'm still undergraduate second year student, so now I can just answer this much. In future, maybe I will be able to answer this question. So the thing is, you can see some color difference because I'm shooting it right now. It's evening, and the video you were watching was in the morning, and I don't know, something bad happened with the video clip. So there was just, the whole video was blank with the voiceover only. So I had to reshoot it, and I want to do it by today because tomorrow I have my college and I don't have time. So I literally want to do it today, edit it today, and maybe post it today, by today. If it happens, I will be very happy. Anyways, so moving on to the next question. The next question is by Sumit. He asked, I heard that dentists do cancer surgery. If so, would you tell me the path, and can dentists be able to treat typhoid patients? So no, Sumit, we don't do cancer surgery. We have a department called oral pathology where we diagnose cancer, and we don't do surgeries. And for typhoid, treating typhoid, no, we don't do that. That was it, guys. I hope you find this video helpful, and thanks for bearing with me. It's pretty long, I know, and there are much more questions left that were being asked previously, so I had that questions as well, but I don't want to do it with this video because it will be much longer and I don't want that. So if you want a part 2, do let me know in the comment section below, and wherever you are, just stay happy, and I believe in you, and I know that you can do whatever you want, whatever you desire to do. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, then please do hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get the notification. Thank you so much, and don't forget to like this video. It helps me to reach more people like you. Thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.